What did your boss do or say to you that made you quit your job? Fresh out of the U.S. Navy, I went to work for Burger King as an assistant manager for $140 a week. 6 months later, BK raised the starting pay to $150 a week. I asked my boss to raise me to at least the same rate, but he said no. I had to wait for my annual review. I said, "You're going to hire somebody off the street with zero experience and pay them $10 a week more than me with 6 months of experience?" He said yes. I said no. I went across the street to McDonald's for $175 a week. Several years later, I was studying accounting to become a CPA and took a job in January with a small CPA firm for $4 an hour. At the end of tax season, Friday, April 15th, he called me into the office and said he didn't need me anymore. The busy time was over. I was shocked. The following Monday, I called him and said I had a wife and child to support. Could he at least pay me 2 weeks severance pay? He said he would pay me 1 week. I started with another small CPA firm on Wednesday at $5 an hour. So I got a 25% raise, and I was paid 5 days for my 2 days without work. By the way, a classmate of mine went to work for Touche Ross, one of the big 8 accounting firms, in July 1979. He scored #1 on the national CPA exam out of 42,000 participants. He asked for a raise, and they said he had to wait for his annual review. He went across the street to Price Waterhouse with a big raise. Some employers are just stupid.